Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? I had a little bit of technical difficulties getting this thing to actually click over. So, if you guys can hear me and I sound decent, like the mic quality isn't absolute garbage, like just please let me know. Other than that, good afternoon for the afternoon Blood and Beans. It's usually a morning stream, but I was up late. I slept late. It's been a bit of a stressful weekend. Not anything that's, concerning the weekend-wise, but yeah. So, just woke up a little bit late, and it is an afternoon coffee talk today. So I lift my glasses to you all.
Coffee is good for all times of the day.
Awesome. Okay, glad you can hear me. Thank you. Welcome, Spooky Boo. Welcome, Manny Stovall. Thank you for stopping in this afternoon for Blood and Beans, the most casual live stream ever. It is the stream about nothing.
And everything.
And everything. Awesome. Glad you can hear me as well. Thank you for being my mic test individuals. It's much appreciated. How did you sleep, child? Did you sleep well?
I
You slept? Did you sleep well? Okay. Fair enough. Pockets is here too, but she is, I believe, back asleep. Almost back asleep. So, could be a really calm stream. What about you? You have anything to talk about, child?
Trees.
Trees are a thing. It's getting warmer out.
They taste good, Mom.
We get to go on hikes and stuff soon, which would be nice.
Yeah, man.
It'd be nice to see some nature.
Nature.
I kind of miss nature.
I'm gonna hug a tree. I'm gonna do it.
I could.
I'll do it.
I could hug a tree. I have not heard of the artist formerly known as Super Mario Logan.
I have.
Apparently Shiloh has.
You have too. I watched it on the big screen and Mom was like, this isn't safe for her. Because she's 7 and it's teaching her about the real world through puppets.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Sounds like something she'd say. Sounds like something you'd watch at the age of 7.
It is something I watched at the age of 7.
We're excellent parents.
Cheese.
What is your obsession with cheese?
It's really ironic.
Buy you an anteater.
It's It's really ironic because I'm lactose intolerant, yet I talk about cheese all the time. So, cheese. Want to hear the origin story of Swiss cheese? I don't think I told it on stream. Basically, this one farmer dude back in the hill. It's back in my hill.
Sip some coffee and listen to this cheese history.
And apparently a distracted shepherd got distracted, and they were just doing something else for like a month, and then they came back into the cave because they forgot their cheese was there, and they were like, oh, my cheese! And then the cheese was moldy, and he ate it anyway because he was really hungry.
Isn't that blue cheese, not Swiss cheese?
Because he was really hungry. This is blue cheese.
Blue cheese. Okay, so it's blue cheese.
The
That makes
holes
more
in
sense.
Swiss cheese are actually called eyes.
That's amazing. So the cheese is looking at you? Yeah. I'm not sure who Rob Dyke is. Do you know who Rob Dyke is?
No.
Shiloh does not either. So therefore, I suppose my thoughts are a little limited. Unfortunately, I have no thoughts. But I am
Brain
still...
empty. Brain go bird.
It happens.
No thoughts.
So yes, that's blue cheese. Swiss cheese is the one that has the bubbles.
It has the eyes.
That has bubbles. That way, when you slice into it, it looks like holes in the cheese slices, but it's actually bubbles in the cheese.
No, they're called eyes.
Yes, but those eyes are actually bubbles
You're
in
a
the
bubble.
cheese.
You bubble? Hi guys. How's it
It's carbonated cheese.
You're carbonated.
Swiss cheese is carbonated. That's my theory.
That's just a theory, a food theory. That's actually.
I do. I'm slightly aware of the concept of lycanthropy. I haven't studied it in detail. I know that it's basically the scientific term for werewolfism, but it's not actually. In mythology, lycanthropy will turn you into a werewolf, but in scientific terms, it's more a mental condition. At least that's how I've always kind of understood it. Though I don't know if lycanthropy is in the DSM. I don't think it is. I think it's more a medical concept.
Spaghetti. FedEx. There was a FedEx truck right outside.
I know. The FedEx truck is stopping
Oh.
outside.
Now we just see the F. Can we get some F's in the chat?
Careful what you ask for. Carbonated cheese sounds creepy. I agree. Swiss cheese is carbonated. I mean, it would have to be, right? Maybe it's not carbon. Maybe it's a different kind of
I
air.
can tell you what Swiss cheese is made. I just gotta grab my laptop so I can open up a Discord conversation I had with my friends.
Well, it's made of milk.
It is not. Well, now you forced it.
The child is running for her computer now. I have a computer right in front of me. It's wicked hard for me to get to the keyboard, though, from where I gotta put the microphone. So,
I tried reading
and I
this
could
today.
swap the microphone for the keyboard, placement-wise, but then I would have really big issues seeing the screen. So, it's like terrible give and take. Hi. She's
I'm
gonna
gonna die.
got quite the busy day today. Gotta get to the vape store, get some new vape juice for pockets. Try and get her back off of the cigarettes because it is hurting her lungs. Yeah, get my bedroom cleaned. Game room's getting transferred over. I'm taking down my office backdrop.
Should we
Finally.
Burn them? Should we save
Oh, they
them?
are. Yes, I'm bringing them to camp. When
Yeah,
we
we
go to
should
camp.
save them, bring them to
And
camp,
then
and we should burn
she's
them.
talking about the work posters. The child is very happy that I have quit my job. I quit my job on Friday. I'm not going to dwell on this because again, I was telling Spooky in the chat.
It was bad.
I don't.
Bad
I don't want to turn this into the I quit my job live stream. But it did. It was bad. It'd take me a very long time to go over the logistics of why everything was so terrible. But the
YouTuber apology video.
the straw that really broke the camel's back was being forced to put people in unsafe situations. The 5 years that I've worked there, this is for a construction company, big one. 5 years I worked there, I never had a serious injury and I've never had a death. Because I'm very, always was very, very safety focused, and not even from my immediate bosses was I getting told just to hire. We don't offer training, and to hire people with no skills and put them out onto job sites. Don't want to say the name or anything like that. I'm not going to go into I'm ousting this company. And it's not really any one person's fault because it's owned by a corporation, and obviously corporates expects this and gets rolled down to this boss, then this boss to me, and then I'm putting people out to work in very dangerous situations. Didn't really agree with that, and that was a new policy. In fact, it's not even policy. We're supposed to have experience. And I was also getting yelled at, screamed at, bullied, basically. And I've been dealing with that off and on for over 5 years. And on top of everything else, again, I don't really want to get into it. But yeah, I basically told my immediate person I was on the phone with at the time that I quit, that I'm done. Luckily for me, I had everything out of my office anyway. My office was always pretty bare because I had all my stuff here because I was always prepared. Because this company also would seen it in the past where they locked a person out of their office and said, nope, you're not allowed back in there. We'll mail you your stuff. And the stuff that was left in there for that person was like a rescue flight suit because they worked as a fireman. You know, big items that are expensive, things that people need, purses, medication. And that just really struck me as not only odd, but really bad. And so this is a long time ago. I took everything out of my office and brought it here and left the bare minimum there. So if I needed to, on a moment's notice, I could just walk away and not have to worry about anything being locked up inside.
On that note, I hate to.
Yeah, what did you find out on your cheese?
Apparently, I only wrote down why it tasted like Swiss cheese, not why the whole eyes.
Yes, exactly. I don't think it's carbonation.
It's definitely not carbonation.
It's definitely a form of gas, though, from like the curdling of the cheese, I would imagine. I could always look it up. But yeah, so that is why I am changing over the game room backdrop. So my game room is awesome. Arcade machine, like 17 different game systems, 2 TVs. And I always wanted to do like a movie theme on one of the walls. And I didn't get a chance to because I had to turn one of those walls during the pandemic into my office backdrop. So people be like, oh, wow, you're at the office. No, I'm not at the office. I'm actually home.
In the comfort
of the game room. Because what I'm seeing is in front of me, which is 2 TVs, arcade machines, stuff like that. But now I can finally take that stuff down.
And then I can give you my Mandalorian posters and you can put it on the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mando's cool.
Guys, I got a free poster because in second period, like on Friday, my health teacher was doing these like stress relieving stations, and there's like a bunch of different things. And the second station was coloring. Well, actually, the third station was coloring. And basically,
coloring's fun.
There was this Mandalorian book, and nobody had opened it yet because we were the first person to do all the stations. And I opened it because I wanted to color a picture, you know, as you do with coloring books. And then there was a poster in there, and I was like, Miss Davies, don't listen to that. What do I do with this? And she was just like, you can keep it. And I was like, heck yeah, man.
Yeah, so she brought home a Mandalorian poster, basically, colored by her. And she's like, you know, she's good at coloring.
No, it's not a coloring poster.
It wasn't? It was just a poster?
It was just a good poster.
Oh.
I brought back a colored paper, though, but I didn't color it yet.
I have to get a better look at it. But now that you mention it,
it's in my backpack.
Don't worry about it right now. You're fine. It's not like we're on camera. You can, like, show it to everybody. Like, you know, descriptions are definitely good enough.
They don't deserve to see it.
They only get to see the smoky beans. And no, I was not aware of the were squirrel. I've heard of were just about everything else, but never a were squirrel. That's new.
Have you heard of sugar gliders?
That's awesome. Resident Evil. I have not. I have not.
You've seen them.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I have heard of them. I don't know a lot about them, but yes, I do know about sugar gliders. I don't know much about the Resident Evil game series. I mean, I know about them, and I know, like, a decent amount of the lore, but I was never a PlayStation guy, never really played them, and by the time they came over to other systems, I had already kind of moved on to other things. And I am currently having my very first Resident Evil video game experience in virtual reality. I'm on chapter 4 something, so I'm getting pretty close toward the end. I know there's 5 chapters and 4 parts to each chapter, and then chapter 6 is like the big boss fight, but I don't know much else beyond that. So everything else in this game, like, it's pretty cool because it's in virtual reality and I'm experiencing it for the first time. So, and I've been putting it on the computer screen. I've been casting it to the computer so that way Pockets can watch me kind of feel my way around some creepy old mansion shooting zombies.
One of the people that I watched on YouTube play the one, like the village one, and that was it. And that's all I know about Resident Evil. So.
Yeah, that's the new one, I think.
That's the new one.
Yeah. I have been to Texas. I was on a road trip with my brother, and we drove through Texas. I was there for like 2 days. We didn't really like stop or see anything. I think we drove through Phoenix. That's about it. We camped one night in the woods on eastern Texas. Yeah, I mean we've driven through it, but beyond that, like I haven't like explored Texas. But yeah, I've been there. Not every Texan says yeehaw.
I say yeehaw. I'm definitely from Texas.
Feels very cultural centric to me.
I feel like you're a piece of cheese. Carbonated cheese.
A piece of and I'm a piece of carbonated cheese. Oh, I can't argue with that logic. Well, you've been calling me that for days.
I've been calling you cheese for days, not carbonated cheese. Get it right, Papa.
Excuse me.
I don't want you to highlight that. I want you to click the button.
Oh, writing. I want to do some writing today.
I
After I get things squared away, go do my running, clean up my bedroom, get that all straightened up, find all my clothes, get things sorted. Gonna also start looking through Indeed, obviously, and start looking for the next round of employment. I don't want to sit for long at all. I don't want to sit at all. I'd like to get right back out.
You're
So
sitting right now.
yeah, I know. I took 2 days. I took Friday and Saturday.
You are sitting.
Friday I came
In a
home a
chair.
bit stressed out. Yesterday I took just to relax, enjoy, and do my thing. Today it's time to start to get back on the ball. But I figure after I turn in X amount of applications today, I'd like to jump over and do a little bit of writing, because I'm working on a few things, some really cool things. I am working on the exclusive for the Confronting Evil book. After season 1 ends in June, in July is what I'm aiming for. Will be a Confronting Evil book. It'll be all the stories from season 1, and it'll also have an exclusive story in there that has not and will not be narrated. Then I've got to start working on another writing project that I've discussed with someone else, because they're interested in writing it with me. They are also currently writing a story for my channel, because they are now a co-writer. I haven't gotten a chance to narrate any of their stuff yet, because it hasn't gotten to me in a finished form yet, but that will be happening very soon. This person will be helping me write the Saturday stories. They might be writing some of their own Saturday stories, and most likely some tidbits as well. But yes, there is a new co-writer for the channel, and the writing she has already started, and that new co-writer is Mary P., the one that plays Mackenzie. She will be writing stories for the channel, and you'll be seeing stories from her start to release here very soon. And she has sent me over some samples of her work, some of her older stories that she's written, and some of the stuff that she's writing now, and I'm very impressed. I think you're all very, very much going to enjoy what Mary is going to be bringing to the table. So that's another really, really big thing that I'm very excited to be bringing to you guys very shortly. And if you... Actually, yes, I have been to Florida. I stayed in Florida for 2 months. I stayed in Pensacola, actually. But yeah, there's some new things. Anybody that was there last night got to see the new intro for the Saturday videos, the new season 4 intro. So I've also got a new music pack, a couple new music packs that I'm going to be using for upcoming videos and stuff like that. Kind of change the feel of things a little bit. Not too much, just the overall feng shui. And yeah, that's what I have to talk about. Because I'm still waking up. What's wrong with you?
I'm playing a very, very intense game of cafe. Book it.
What?
Here. Hi.
So we have now lost Phoenix to a video game.
That happened a long ago, pal. You're living in the past.
Apparently I'm living in the past.
Yeah. Stop reminiscing. It's bad for the brand. Oop, that's good.
That's cool. I'll have to, I'll check out his new channel. Like I said, probably a little bit later today once I get my head above water. Got a list of things that I'd like to get done, and I slept late, and I'm sitting here doing a morning stream. It's also probably going to be the reason why this stream will only be about 30 minutes long instead of like an hour long. So that would leave about 10 more minutes to go, about 9 really. So you don't have to endure the random nothingness and lackluster topics of conversation for too much longer. Yes, I hear you. You've been outside, you've been inside. I let this cat out
Meow.
and let her in 3 times today, and I did not get up too long ago.
What?
I don't know of Henry Rollins.
I don't.
Do you? Child does not either. I was hoping that maybe she did.
I did not.
She did not. Leanna, there's nothing we can do for you.
Josh was tired.
Yeah, I know. And then she's gonna come right back in again.
Cat.
Yay, cats.
I love cats. They're so cool. Like, she's stepping on Mom right now.
Yeah, I know. It's that.
Yeah, it seems to be that way, Manny. But you know, the stream is happening a little bit later than usual as well. So I'm sure people have already gotten into doing what they're doing today. And I usually end up having listeners that come back and listen to the Blood and Beans live streams as well. So this is also in part for any of you later listeners that are stopping at a later point.
Hi guys, I'm sorry I was gone. I was basically AFK, but like not because I was still here. I guess that's called idle. Do you like stew? I don't.
I don't understand what your obsession is with stew, though.
Stew.
Why?
It's gross.
What stew? You ate all stews?
What?
There's multiple
There's
stews.
only beef stew.
No, there's more than
It's
beef stew.
bad. I don't like beef stew.
You might
Is
like-
there chicken stew?
Possibly. There's rabbit stew, which is pretty close to chicken
It's
stew.
so sad. They're bunnies. They're too cute to kill.
I love rabbits.
I
Like,
would
they're
cry
like one of
if
my
I-
favorite like animals to have as a pet.
They're my favorite animal to eat.
they
'cause
are
I like
also
having them as a pet and
delicious.
then slaughtering them.
No, you don't eat your pets. That's ridiculous. You
Mom
go.
said that she was gonna put Oreo in the oven multiple times.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What is that?
We're live streaming here. Could you not?
We're live streaming.
We're live leaving.
Slivelieben? Is this a German Slive stream?
Yeah.
Slivelieben?
Live
I don't
Hit spit spackle. I'm gonna hit spit spackle the heck
What is
out
that
of someone.
sound?
It's probably somebody sanding wood or
Cutting
something.
wood.
It's not cutting.
Okay, then
It's eating. They're consuming the wood.
It's a belt sander. Maybe it's Victor Crowley.
Like I'm saying, it's sanding wood.
Yep, I've heard of the Final Destination movies. I liked the first one. That's about it.
You made me watch the amusement park one before.
That's
going
the
to
third
Great
one.
Escape.
Yeah, I made
will-
you watch the third one. Then we went to the amusement park.
Yeah, and then we went to Great Escape the
It's
next day.
so silly. It's like watching Piranha 3D and then taking you swimming. Like, like it's silly.
I don't know. Some of those sunnies in Dad's pond are really big.
Man, I can't remember the name of the story, but there's one creepypasta that I heard once. It was really good. It's about this group of friends that buy an amusement park that they used to go to as children, and they're gonna fix it up and stuff like that, and then they end up going on this ride that has 2 different tracks, and they go on the bonus like roller coaster track, and like it's like this death track where it kills I don't know. I liked that story a lot. It was really good. I wish I could remember the name of it. It's a good story though. I'm actually hungry too.
Can you make eggs?
Once the stream is over, I might make some eggs, but I'm gonna munch on some chips first. But I'm not gonna do that while on stream.
The healthiest breakfast.
Listen.
Crisps.
Crisps.
What is it?
Salt and pepper kettle chips. What's that face for? It's a salt and pepper chip.
Didn't you originally get these from Mom?
No, Mom has the regular chips.
I was gonna say, like, these are kettle.
Those are not regular chips. They're salt and pepper
No,
chips.
I've tried kettle cooked salt and pepper. They're great.
I love that movie. 1981, The Funhouse. It's a great movie. I love that movie. It makes me want to watch that and take my kids to carnivals. Not while I'm on the stream, no.
Well, they can deal with my crunch chicken.
No, and you're not going to eat all my chips while I'm on the stream and refusing to eat chips. We can share them and it's over. You have a couple minutes to wait.
Boo.
Oh my god. This child is eating me out of house and home. I swear to God, I think when she grows up, she's going to be Goliath. Which is strange because she doesn't grow any. She just eats. And she's got long, lanky arms. Maybe that's why you're eating so much food.
My arms are skinny though. They're like
No, I know that.
It's
They're
really
lanky.
not good.
No, your arms are very, very thin and very, very long. Just like your legs. You're like this weird looking stick figure.
I look like I'm a 5-year-old. You're a stick figure.
You're like the bye-bye man.
That's what I look like.
You're the bye-bye man. You're like one of those demons on Grave Encounters.
Okay.
They're like stalking, running down
I'm like
the hallway.
Slender Man, but short.
Yeah. Slender Man, if all he was arms, legs, and a head. You're like a 4-legged spider.
4-legged spider. Quadrilateral spider.
Yeah. A little disproportionate. But she eats me out of house and home, and I don't know where she puts all the food.
In my stomach?
Yeah, crazy. It goes somewhere. But I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream so I can go ahead and get started on everything else I've got to get done today. Thank you very much for those of you that did stop into this for the live chat, and those of you that are stopping in afterwards. I do want to just, thank you once again for all your support, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic Sunday. Thank you, Manny, for keeping me company, and Spooky as well. Hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday. Please be safe, and I will catch you next time. TTFN.
Ta-ta, pals.